Hello everyone. Today I'm going to review a product by EVL Nutrition called Trans4rm. It comes as a 30-day supply which revolves around taking 2 servings a day for 4 pills total. This is what the container that Trans4rm comes in. Typical pill size, they're not very big. Um, they're not bad either. They're black and blue just like the bottle. Trans4rm is a fat burner that evolution claims to provide energy, focus, thermogenesis, appetite suppression, and clarity. The first thing I want to go over is how the product was typically taken. This product was taken as instructed for the most part. The instructions are to take 1 serving, which are 2 pills in the morning, and an additional serving 4 to 6 hours later. Every time I took this product, it was on an empty stomach. No stomach issues from taking it empty either, which is always good. While working, I consumed about 8 to 12 grams of BCAAs and no pre-workout. So this was pretty much my source of energy for my workouts in the morning. As of this review, I've had over 2 bottles of Trans4rm, and I'm currently about halfway through the second one, give or take. The first effect I will go over is thermogenesis. I experienced a decent amount of thermogenesis, also known as additional heat, from the product. I was very pleased that I was not overcome with too much heat. It definitely wasn't overbearing, but I did notice that I felt a little bit hotter than I usually would when I'm working out, whether I was doing cardio or weightlifting. The heat was pretty much always consistent. It was always pretty much spot on, and it never really lost its effect. I would honestly rate the thermogenesis about a 7. Trans4rm did provide an adequate amount of energy to get through my workouts. It's a very smooth kind of energy. I'm thinking it's because of the choline bitrate, the picotropin, and the caffeine combination, and because of its pill form. It doesn't really have a strong kick to it, so it's not going to be an extremely effective workout for someone who's incredibly tired and doesn't have a lot of energy to get to the gym anyway. But it definitely will provide you with energy. I don't want you to take it as doesn't have energy, but it doesn't have like a stim effect to it. It's not a super stimmed out feeling by any means. As far as with the servings and what's recommended, you will end up taking a second dosage, and if you're not working out typically, twice a day, then you're taking additional caffeine in for the day, and it does provide energy to pretty much last you the entire day. I do think that 2 servings a day is kind of good in this situation because you may run out of energy, and you will run out of energy. I can pretty much say after your first serving about 3 or 4 hours later, and that's pretty close to about the time you're going to want to end up taking your second serving anyway. As far as working out with Trans4rm, I do want to make you aware that I did take it without a pre-workout, and Trans4rm does not have any performance enhancing effects. So you will feel some fatigue. Maybe if you come from off of a pre-workout, you will feel some fatigue in between your sets, basically, because it doesn't have anything such as creatine or beta-alanine in it. So I'm not saying you're going to get fatigue from the actual product itself, but you're going to get fatigue from coming off of those ingredients. If that makes any sense to you. But you'll have energy. You'll feel your endurance levels drop if you're coming off a pre-workout. You'll absolutely feel that. Here at BFierce Fitness, we're taking the stance that the product does not perform performance enhancing. They don't promote it, so it's perfectly acceptable in this instance. I would honestly rate the energy level a 7. Trans4rm has an appetite suppression effects, and we measured it in 2 different ways. On the mornings where I would do cardio, I would take 1 serving, which is again 2 pills, and I would consume BCAAs throughout my cardio session, basically. Whenever I'm done with that, that's typically between 80 minutes to a little over an hour and a half. I would typically get hungry about an hour later. I'm usually not hungry right after I'm done eating, or right after I'm done exercising. I usually don't get hungry. It usually takes about an hour before my body starts asking for food and my stomach starts growling, things like that, especially in the morning. But when I took Trans4rm, I would notice that I could go probably 2 or 3 hours without eating before my hunger would take effect like it usually does. I'm pretty inclined to say that it was Trans4rm that caused that instance. In many situations, I'm very adamant about that. I want to say that if I give you an example, I start working out for myself after I'm done training people at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. and I have to be at work at 8. So without Transform, I would usually get hungry because I would come into work and I would probably get hungry about 9 o'clock. On Transform, I didn't get hungry until about 10:30, 11. It didn't completely kill my appetite, like to where you don't want to eat it all for the entire day, but it pretty much prolonged it. It prolonged my state of where I felt pretty decent without food in my system. Ultimately, why that is good is because when you're trying to lose weight, and not just water, after you're trying to lose solid weight, especially fat, which is obviously what you want to target, and why I'm taking this supplement, you have to eat less. So pushing my appetite back, or suppressing it basically for a couple of hours is big during the day. That could be an entire meal that I can pretty much skip, or eat less of. So overall, I'm going to give the appetite suppression about a 7 to a 7.5. And my overall rating for this product is an 8. And I'm going to justify that. Even though I gave this product 3 different 7s, I'm definitely going to justify the 8 for the simple fact that it does do what it claims, and I did see results. I was able to work a little bit harder, obviously, because I had energy, especially during my cardio days, from Transform and my BCAAs. And I actually lost about 2 pounds, I lost 2% of body fat, and I lost about 9 pounds throughout my time with Transform so far, and it's been about 8.5, 9 weeks. So Transform definitely does work. I am going to recommend this product. Thank you for tuning in with BFierce Fitness, and you have a great day.